Hello everyone. Okay, let's take a look today at to start with the BTC chart. On the 1 month we can see still this very bullish uptrend. On the weekly chart we can see that we here set a higher high, but so far we didn't see much follow through. This can be a sign that the bulls are a little bit getting weaker, but that's a little bit too early to tell. Then let's take a look at the daily chart. So currently this is our high. Then we have here the low. So now we probably will set a lower high compared to this area. If that's the case, and for example we will come down a bit more and we will move sideways, that will be the best case for alts to shine. So if this will happen, then I think the next few days will be awesome for alt. Also, it can be that we just go to higher highs, and it will also be good for alts, but not that much than if we would go sideways. So this we need to see. Also, of course, we can go lower, but the most likely scenario, I think, is that we will just move a little bit sideways. Okay, so let's take a look at the 4-hour chart. So at the 4-hour chart now, this looks actually like a bull flag. I think also that we reached the 12 EMA. Let's take a look. Almost. So if we can bounce here and find support, then we can try to set a 4-hour higher high somewhere under all-time high. So maybe from then we reject, and maybe then we set this tight range. This we don't know yet, but you can see here we are going down, but volume here is also like dropping. So there aren't so many bears here actually. So I think soon at least we will try to climb back to this high or even go higher. Let's take a look at the 1-hour chart. So do we see something here? We do set a lower low, but not much follow through so far. And also here we are close to this previous zone of the previous resistance. So we're coming nearby. I think if we would drop to here, then we would see a strong reaction up as well. Okay, so that's how I see it now. I'm keeping an eye on this 4-hour chart to set a 4-hour higher low. Then or we will set a 4-hour lower high, make a tight range, maybe come down here and set this daily tight range. Or we just go higher, set somewhere a lower high under this, and then make a tighter range. There are a few possibilities, of course. So we will see what's gonna happen, but I just hope we go sideways so that the alt can shine. Okay, that's it for the BTC update. Now I want to talk a little bit more about the use of trend lines, how important they can be. Because if some of you follow me on TradingView, then you would have seen that I posted a few days ago some setup here. So actually we're on the 4-hour chart. So why I use just black candles here? Because I don't want to change my bias just because it's a red or a green color. With trend lines I just use just a black candle. So I saw this trend line here and I saw this trend line here. So I said in my idea, I said, so we had here a strong uptrend, and once we lost it here, then we dropped about 10%. Now yesterday we ended up here, so here, And I said, okay, we had here all these support areas, 1, 2, 3, 4. And if we would break here, then I expected we come more down to another trend line, the horizontal line. So right here, because you can see it was actually strong resistance. We rejected. We finally broke through. And if we would come back to this zone, then I would see a strong reaction from here as well. But here we bounced, and once more you can see how strong trend lines are, because we bounced and we went up. Here, back, 9% we went up. Now, what else can you see here? Because if you would draw a trend line from here, now that's actually not so accurate, you could say from here to here, but if we would draw it like this, then you can see we break this trend line and we maybe can retest this area here. And that area aligns again then with some resistance that we broke here. So for example, we could do something like this. Now that's not always the case, of course. These trend lines don't need to be tested always, but it's a good visual guide to see where we can possibly bounce off from. So yeah, I find this good to use these trend lines. It's often have good reactions. Can we find more trend lines? Of course. So for example, here, so we had here this declining trend line. Once we broke it, we went up 10%. Then we had a smaller here. Once we broke it, we went up 8%. Then here, so we came down, we broke it, we went up 3.5%. And also the other way around is also possible, of course. Let me see a good example. Yeah, we're going up here all the time. Yeah, this one was a good one, of course. Maybe here. Okay, you can see we went up here, the resistance line test. Here we failed to reach it, but right away we went back up. Here we failed to find support on this resistance line, and we dropped here about 14%. So you can see the longer this is intact, and once we break it, the harder we fall down. Also the other way around, so if you have the trend line here, for example, from 2 touches you can think maybe a third one will come, and you can see we bounced here, bounced again, and the third one here we went up 16%. So yeah, you can see how powerful these trend lines are actually. So that's a nice way to use with your technical analysis and to analyze charts for good results. Okay, that's it. See you next time. Ciao.